So why are they even pretending that is in play? It's almost like when Jagmeet Singh says he's running to be prime minister, why not just be authentic with Canadians and say, you're running to be the best opposition,
Yes, okay, I need to say this. This is so true because she's got it exactly right. Because in that sense, I have some respect for the Liberals and the Bloc because at least they're doing the thing where it's like, hey, fuck you. We don't give a fuck about you. If at least maybe not the Bloc does it, but in the sense of Quebec first. But the Liberals, and I at least respect this because this is just like them being honest with their ghoulishness, is their, hey, fuck you. If you want progress, you're going to get it if it means us staying in power. Otherwise, get in line, get a job, go fuck yourself. You're just the worst. Okay, so these are my words that I said. The worst part about Jagmeet is that he's one of those people that will just agree with you, then do nothing. Like he always agrees on principle with all the issues, but then goes and does nothing about it. I at least have some respect for the Liberals as a class of rulers because they're at least honest with us. Hey, we'll give you shit when it means us staying in power, but otherwise, fuck you. And that is like savvy politics. Jagmeet is just basically a wet rag. He just sucks. And he's never there when you need him, but will rush to take a selfie with anyone. His idea of organizing, and I'm not just saying this offhand, I have experienced this, I've witnessed this. His idea of organizing is like to show up on Labor Day or to show up on important day for unions or whatever, buy the hall coffee and pizza, and then just take selfies with everyone. But then when contract negotiations are going on, nowhere to be seen. Or when wildcat strikes are happening, one of the first people to say, or to just be silent when the government does something to legislate workers back to their jobs. This is the thing, like at least with Carney, at least with Blanchet, I'm buying that they're these conniving power hungry freaks. With Jagmeet, he's just this wet rag who's, yeah, man, that's awful. Wish we could do something better about that. But anyway, I'm busy, getting rich off your tax dollars. Talk to you later, dude. There's an element of the willing suspension of disbelief that applies with some politicians that just doesn't apply with Jagmeet. And at first, it seems, oh, he's just a down-to-earth dude. But it's really just, no, this dude is useless. Completely useless. A figurehead for a useless party. The no democracy party. And that's the thing. That's my rant on Jagmeet. At least be honest with who you are. Even today, I saw an ad of him taking shots at Carney and the Liberals, where it's like, my guy, you literally supported this government for fucking 4 years. You cannot do attack ads against the current government that you supported. The only reason that they remained in power for as long as they did is because you literally supported them. The moment that you got your pension was literally the moment that you said, I'm not going to support this government anymore, which is a fucking farce. And the worst part about Jagmeet and him needing to get the fuck out is that there's no one with viable, principled politics and the profile to take over. So we're just going to get someone even worse. And that's always been the thing about him, is that it's always edging away to something worse. The funniest thing about Jagmeet Singh was the time that he did the picture of him holding his baby, and it was actually a placement ad on Instagram for a fucking chair that he was getting paid to do a placement ad for. Dude, you are a fucking elected official, and you are making side hustle money, hawking a chair, shilling a chair on Instagram. Just what the absolute fuck are you doing, man? That's the thing. Is that I don't mean to be self-indulgent here, but since I was a small child, since I was a very small child, I've watched This Woman. I've watched this show. I've watched the news. I've watched CPAC. I've also watched a lot of pro wrestling. So I know how you can work a crowd, work public opinion. And the fact that I went to art school and I dropped out, the fact that I have more political instinct than Jagmeet Singh is just pathetic. And the thing is that he knows he has the political instinct to do what's needed. He's just not willing to do it. He's like Obama. The forces that he's butting up against, the Zionist lobby and just global capitalism, all those things that make the NDP not be able to do the things that they claim to want to do, instead of actually butting against them, actually trying to use the working class and trying to use populism, trying to use like actual like grassroots movements to make it so that what you're doing, it's no longer about the politics that's going on in the halls of parliament. It's about the politics that's going on in the streets. Think about how fucking bad the NDP dropped the goddamn ball during George Floyd. Justin Trudeau literally went to a protest and took a fucking knee. And it's like, how do you respond to that? And I'm not saying that what Trudeau did was in any way good, but it's like the Jagmeet Singh was always just this identity politics guy. He was always about a representation of unique identities, a representation of minorities. And as soon as you start doing that, you step away from material class politics. Okay. So when George Floyd happened, the NDP were completely handcuffed because all you could do was these platitudes towards identity, which I'm sorry, sir, but that's what Justin Trudeau is for. That shtick is we already have a guy that does that. You know what I mean? You're going to need another gimmick. And instead, what did the NDP do? They just literally became the Liberals. Like, it was in that, like, obviously the election happened after, right? Like, the election happened in 2021. But so much of the reason that they were able to maintain their power and get another minority government was the same thing that they're doing now, is they were taking the response to Trump and then making it so like that make sure that doesn't happen here. And that's why I knew it was going to happen. Think about the opposition to Trump coming into office, how much things are going to change because of that idea of, oh, it could happen here. And so what that does is it just gets people who are otherwise not involved in politics to become involved in politics. The political party, they fucking know that. Obviously, they've known that forever. It's something called the Pied Piper strategy. You externalize the opposition so that the people that need to support you aren't doing it because they support you. They oppose your opposition. They're supporting you in spite of you. It's like the lefties that voted for Macron to block Le Pen. Yeah, but yeah,